Today we're in studio with the all-new 2025 Chevrolet Equinox. These are pre-production vehicles. Let's walk you around them, show you what they look like inside and out, and we'll give you guys some first impressions on this new 2025 Equinox. Now this is different from the Equinox EV, which was launched earlier last year. This is their gasoline engine model. We have a 1.5 turbo, an 8-speed automatic with the all-wheel drive models, and a CVT with the front-wheel drive Equinox models. This is the ACTIV trim. It's a little bit more off-road focused. Let's hop outside, walk you around it, show you what it looks like. We have a set of General Grabber all-terrain tires here in 235/65 R17s. Also, we have an RS model to walk you guys around today too, so we'll be showing you these two trims. RS is meant to be a little bit sportier. This is on the 19-inch wheels. The Equinox also comes on a set of 20s this year, first time that's ever happened. You can see some of Chevrolet's new design language here carried over into the Equinox. This ACTIV trim has a two-tone paint job with a white roof, a bit of a throwback, an homage to previous design cues from Chevrolet. Pretty good looking crossover. This is Chevrolet's second highest selling vehicle, right behind the Silverado, and it is their best selling SUV. Good proportions, substantially wider than the outgoing Equinox in this fourth generation now. We get a capless filler, and check out the interior of this RS. Lots of contrast stitching. These red accents are pretty neat. Look at what they've done to the vents here. A lot of shiny surfaces. Some carryover of switchgear that we've seen in some other models. Heated and ventilated seats are now standard in the Chevrolet Equinox, which is, I think, awesome. We have this Android-based operating system here. Google Maps is the native navigation, which we've seen in a lot of GM products recently. Fully digital gauge cluster. Kind of a sportier steering wheel design here with this RS model. Looks good, feels good. Interior quality, trimming, all looks pretty nice in here. Digital rear view mirror. Lots of space to put things inside this Equinox. We've got wireless charging right here for your phone. Everything is padded with a rubber liner on the bottom. Like to see that. Nothing's going to be rattling around in here. It's a little bit dark in the back seat, but we'll head back there, see if we can get a look at rear legroom. GM has really wanted to keep this interior modern and fresh looking while still retaining physical controls and buttons for your climate and some commonly used things over here to the left. You've got a switch for all-wheel drive, tow mode, auto stop start, parking brake, and then of course you've got quick access icons for your camera, maps, everything else that you would need here. Heated and ventilated seats, those are physical buttons. Again, similar to what we've seen in other new Chevy models. Looks like we've got a few different screens here. We can see our maps, our Google Maps, driving assistance, a calm screen, and then back to this gauge layout. Lots of standard safety features in this new Equinox. Let's check out the cargo space. Got a button here to pop the tailgate. Got a few things in the back of this, golf bag for scale, a briefcase. Lots of room in the back of this SUV, as you would expect. Let's take a look at this ACTIV model. This does have a spare tire. Hidden storage compartment right here, and then underneath that, you've got access to your compact spare. Don't have a ton of specs on this Equinox yet. Not sure about towing, fuel economy, pricing, but as information does come out, we'll either put it in the description or you guys will see it in articles, etc. as they get published. I like the interior of this ACTIV model. This is really neat. We've got kind of this soft leather felt material right here in our seat bottoms. Good ventilation, heated seats for the rear passengers. It's an attractive looking interior. I like the steering wheel design. Good amount of space in here. You can see why this is their second best selling vehicle the packaging here is just all pretty ideal. It's a nice size, it's not too big on the road. We've seen a lot of these soft rotor versions of crossovers come out lately, and Equinox looks like it's joining them with this ACTIV design. Should have a decent amount of off-road capability. We've got pretty much just a set of all-terrain tires here and some styling cues. No extra ground clearance or real true off-road capability besides the tire choice, but I think it looks pretty rugged. It looks kind of cool with the two-tone paint of a white roof. You could argue that's a bit of a heritage styling cue, or if you're camping out in the wild in the heat, keep a little bit extra heat out of the cabin as opposed to the black roof in this RS model. Seats are nice and comfortable. I like the differentiation in interior styling between this ACTIV model and the RS that we have here in studio. We have an 11-inch gauge cluster screen and 11.3-inch infotainment screen here to play with. Seems pretty responsive here with this pre-production model. I don't expect everything to work just because this is not really a production vehicle, still working out some software bugs, but it's pretty nice to have Google Maps as your native navigation in a car like this. See if our cameras work. They do, nice. Cool. Google Assistant, Google Play, Alexa, Google Maps, it's all here. Connect CarPlay, Android Auto wirelessly. We have a Wi-Fi hotspot. Quick access icons right here. And also all new for 2025 is this column shifter, which I think will actually be pretty nice to use. I'll reserve my judgment until I actually drive it and use it, but it frees up some space here in the center console, and it seems really simple. Park, you push the button in, drive is down, reverse is up. That actually might be really nice. That puts all of our windshield wiper controls and everything over here to the left side, as well as our turn signal, stalks. But yeah, that all seems like it would feel pretty good to drive and to live with. Only thing I'm a little bit unclear about is all the use of high gloss black plastic in here. I think that would get scratched up pretty quickly, so you want to take good care of that. Maybe even wrap it at some point, who knows. I do like the finishing on these air vents. Pretty clever how you open and close and adjust them. That's super intuitive. And I like that we get a physical auto stop start button right there, so we can turn that on and off if we want. 2 USB ports down here, USB type A and C. Seems like a pretty good location for wireless charging too. Your phone's not going to slip off the element too easily. Charges right up. That's nice. I like that. It also looks like we get a digital rear view mirror in this ACTIV model, at least as an option. Again, these are kind of hand-built pre-production cars, so we won't have a complete feature list or spec list on this just yet. But this should be going into production later this year, probably about middle of the year in 2024 as a 2025 model year. As always, it should be a pretty compelling option for the mid-size crossover and SUV shoppers. Again, should sell very well for Chevrolet. Looks great in this new generation. I like the addition of this ACTIV model. I do wish they added a little bit more off-road capability, but honestly, in stock form, this is probably going to do pretty darn well with the ground clearance. Approach angles look decent. We've got lots of plastic cladding here, giving it a little bit more of a rugged look, and definitely a fan of the design language in the RS model. This looks pretty sharp. We do not have the 20-inch wheels on this today. That's new for the Equinox in 2025, but still a pretty similar looking wheel design to these 19s, just a little bit larger. It is nice to see some sidewall though on these wheels, even in the 19-inch sizing. Yeah, a little bit more aggressive, in keeping with Chevrolet's design language recently. It looks good. While we rolled the windows down in this ACTIV trim, let's check out the back seat room. I'm 5'10", and I fit back here very comfortably. Plenty of headroom. Got an armrest with cup holders. Easy latch anchor points. I like how the window controls are illuminated. Bit of a tint to that rear glass. Looks like all the windows go auto down with a single press. Alright guys, well that's a quick studio preview of the new 2025 Chevrolet Equinox. Excited to get behind the wheel of one of these later this year and give you guys some driving impressions. Until then, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Check out the description for some more detailed information and stay tuned for some more news on this as we go forward into 2024. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.